To divide out factors or not to divide out factors? To divide out terms or not to divide out terms? That's the question. Okay. Again, I'm dedicating this one to Julius Ceasar. I think I forgot to dedicate the last one to Julius Ceasar, but I'm doing that now. So we're going to simplify the rational expression 5x squared minus 6x plus 1 over 3x squared plus 4x minus 7. If you're thinking of trying to divide out or cancel, as some people like to say, these x squares, or maybe these x's, don't, because you're wrong. Because if you watched my previous video to this, my part 1, you can only divide out factors, okay? And a factor needs to be getting multiplied to all the numerator and all the denominator. Right now, this x squared is getting multiplied to the 5, but see, we're subtracting from that the 6x and the plus 1. Likewise, down here, I've got this x squared getting multiplied to the 3, but I got a plus 4x and a minus 7, so I can't divide out factors yet. So I've got to, or I can't divide out terms yet. I've got to actually factor these things and find out what those factors are. So if you've watched my Chapter 5 videos, you'll have seen me do I like to call it the song method. A lot of students like to call it that, where you do this x thing, you find factors of 5 close together, 5 and 1. Factors of 1 close together, 1 and 1, they both need to be either positive or negative. Since this 6 is negative, and these guys are both going to have to be negative, because 5 times negative 1 is a negative 5. Negative 1 times a positive 1 is a negative 1. Add these guys together, you'll get a negative 6. So the factors we're looking on for my numerator are going to be 5x minus 1 and x minus 1. So I took a different approach to factoring that you may or may not be used to. If you like my approach or this approach, then go ahead and run with it. If you've got your own approach, run with that too. I don't care. As long as you get the right factors. Without cheating. No cheating. Right? I wonder if Brutus cheated when he killed Julius Ceasar. I don't know. All right. 3x squared plus 4x minus 7. Let's factor that one now. 3x squared plus 4x minus 7. Same idea. Factors of 3, 1 and 3, my only option. Factors of 7, 7 and 1, my only option. This is going to be a positive 4, which means I'm going to make the 1 negative, because 3 times negative 1 is a negative 3. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 plus a negative 3 is a positive 4, so I've got the right factor, or the right combination here. So my factors of 3x squared plus 4x minus 7 are now going to be 3x plus 7 and x minus 1. So now you can see that I have an x minus 1 on the numerator and an x minus 1 on the denominator. Furthermore, notice that this x minus 1 is getting multiplied to the entire numerator, and this x minus 1 is getting multiplied to the entire denominator. So now that we see that happening, we can divide out those factors. The answer, 5x minus 1 over 3x plus 7. And that's how to simplify a rational expression. As you can see, there's a lot of factoring going on. So I've said this before, if you don't know how to factor by now, backtrack a unit, go ahead and look at my videos on Unit 5 where I talk about all this factoring, and get good at it, because if you don't get good at it, you're in big trouble.